Hello students, we are last time we studied about the bryophytes. Today we have to study one more advanced group of plants that is called as the pteridophytes. It's given here. Pteridophytes. This object. After bryophytes, we have to study about the pteridophytes. Bryophytes we studied in the case of the bryophytes. Bryophytes bryophytes we studied. Body is melithellus, no vascular tissue. But here in case of the pteridophyta, these are the first terrestrial plants to have vascular tissue. These are the first terrestrial plants to have vascular tissue. Vascular tissue. More we have studied in case of the pteridophytes. Bryophytes also found on the land, but they do not have vascular tissue. So these are the first plants having vascular tissues. And you know very well about the vascular tissues. Xylem and the phloem. That is xylem and phloem. These are the vascular tissues. Before pteridophytes, other groups of the plants having no vascular tissue. So pteridophytes are the first plants having vascular tissues. They are also called as the vascular cryptogams. They are also called as vascular cryptogams. Vascular cryptogams. These are also called as the vascular cryptogams because these are the only cryptogams having vascular tissues. And you know about the cryptogams, plants having no flowers are called as the cryptogams. Two type plants are there, cryptogams and ephemerogams, that we discuss in more detail. So as you have studied about the bacteria, algae, fungi, bryophyte, this also pteridophytes. These are included into the cryptogamous. So these are the These are also known as the vascular histogamous because pteridophytes are only cryptogams having vascular tissues. That is why pteridophytes are also known as vascular cryptogams. So, where these are found? They are found in moist you can use the term as cool and cool, damp, and shady places. Cool, damp, and shady places. Some members may also found in sandy soil as ecosystem. So some may also found in the sandy areas, while some members are aquatic in nature. Some members are aquatic in nature, which are found in the water. The examples are aquatic as Salvinia, as it is found in the water. Azula, Marsilia, etc. These are the pteridophytes which are aquatic in nature, which are found in the water. So mostly they prefer to grow in cool, damp, and the shady places. Some members may also found in some sandy areas, sandy soils, and some members are found in water. These are the aquatic in nature. The plants are small sized. The plants are small sized, annual, or perennial. Annual and perennial, two terms are means actually plants are of the three types on the basis of their life period. Some plants complete their life cycle in 1 year. These plants are called as annual. As you are familiar to wheat, rice, etc. These plants complete their life cycle in 1 year. These are called annual. Biennials, which complete their life cycle in 2 years. They take 2 years to complete their life cycle. Biennials and perennials, which takes many years to complete their life cycle. Or as you know, many trees are there, mango, banana, etc., etc. These are included into the perennials. So these plants are annual or perennials. As we have studied in case of the bryophytes, main plant body is gametophyte. But in this case, in case of pteridophytes, the main plant body is sporophyte. So, main plant is sporophyte. Is sporophyte. Plant is sporophyte, which consists of two roots, stem, and leaves. This is the first plants. Pteridophytes are the first plants having true root, stem, and leaves. The pteridophyte, this structure is found in bryophyte we have studied. They do not have true roots, true stems, or the leaves. But these are the first plant. These are peculiar features. These are the first plants having vascular tissues. These are the first plants having well developed or true root, stem, and leaves. So leaves are leaves may be of the two types. Small size leaf or big size of the leaf. The leaves are small as in Selaginella. Are big as in Draptis. Leaves are small are big. So small leaves are a specific term we are using here. Microphylls and macrophylls. So this is if these are the small in size, we use the term as if small leaves, we use the term as the microphylls. It is called as the microphyll if the leaves are small in size. And leaves may be big in size or large in size. This is large leaves are called as the macrophylls. So two leaves are there. Some having the small size leaves. If leaves are the small size, we use the term as the microphylls. And the leaves are large, big in size, we use the term as the macrophylls. The two types of the leaves may be there. Some members having the small size leaf called as the microphylls, while some having the large size leaves called as the macrophylls. As large size with the Drypteris and here case of this Lesnella having the small size leaves. The plant, we use the term plant as a sporophyte. You can write here the plant as a sporophyte. Having sporangia. The plants are sporophyte having sporangia on leaves. Such leaves are called as sporophyll. Such leaves are called as sporophyll. As you have seen in case of the mango tree having the leaves, and if the leaves having the sporangia, suppose mango leaf is there, if leaves having some special structure, that structure is called the sporangia. In that situation, that leaves will be called as the sporophylls. So the plant of the sporophyte having sporangia on leaves, such leaves are called as sporophylls. In some cases, sporophylls, in some cases, sporophylls make a compact structure, make a compact called as strobili or cones. are cones. As in case of Selaginella, as in case of Selaginella and ecosystem. Ecosystem, etc. So here we have to understand about the sporangia and sporophyll. Sporangia and the sporophyll, these two important terms are there. This structure is, suppose we have to see a leaf. If you see its leaf having its axis and these having such this is the leaf of Dryopteris. This leaf of the Dryopteris, and this is the axis, and this is the leaflets, and here such structures are there. Such structures are there. Such on the lower surface of the leaves, such structures are there. This structure is called the sorus. And when we cut the TS of leaf, this is sorus. And if we cut the TS of the leaf, we find such structure, and these structures are called as sporangia. This structure, this is stalk, and this is this structure is called as sporangia. This structure is sporangia, and this structure is sporophyll. This structure is called sporophyll. This is sporophyll. I think. Oh, little. We cannot observe here. We can observe only up to here. This structure is sporangia. Sporangia, and these are the spores. These are the spores. So this structure is sporophyll. Now from here, this structure is called sporophyll. This structure is sporophyll. We can rub this line. This structure is sporophyll, and this sporophyll contains sorus. And if we cut the TS of this sporophyll, we find sporangia. We find sporangia, and these sporangia having spore mother cell. And these spore mother cell undergoes into meiosis cell division to produce spores. So So spore mother cells are inside sporangia. Inside sporangia, spore mother cells. Spore mother cells undergoes meiosis, cell division to produce spores. Let us discuss about the two types of spores are there. Homospores or the heterospores. Later we discuss about the term homosporous and the heterosporous. So sporangia, the spore mother cell, and meiosis cell division to produce the spores. And these spores germinate to produce male gametophyte. Male gametophyte are prothallus. This is important term. That is prothallus. These spores germinate to produce male gametophyte called as the prothallus. So next time to discuss about the prothallus. Prothallus contains male and the female reproductive structure. So next time we discuss about the prothallus. So if you have any query, you may ask the question. Who is first asked those? And now you can unmute. Are you understanding any query you have?
No, sir, no query.
No. And next one, Rashri Singh. I think. Now
yes, sir.
Next, Aditi. No.
Sir, no doubt.
Achha, you study properly, and if problem you ask me. Next, who is Sakshi Tripathi?
Yes, sir. No, sir, no doubt.
No doubt. Okay. Manvi Singh?
No doubt.
No.
Sir.
So you prepared the notes. I uploaded on study material. You have seen.
Yes, sir.
You try to make note, and if you study properly. If you have any problem, you have any terminology, and having problem in understanding terminology, you may ask me. Next day, today we have studied what? Next time tomorrow, if any problem, you ask me. So thank you. That's for today.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.